Hey, good afternoon. This is Rob. We're with Utility Energy Solutions again, and I am conducting one of many video training series that's going to be released in the not too distant future. So I'm glad you could join us today. Today we're going to identify with a very important subject or topic for us sales types, and that is how to get a qualified utility bill statement to the auditor for audit. There's a couple of different ways to do this, and I'm going to review a couple of different techniques that we use. Ultimately, there are three things that you should know. Number one, you're not selling anything. This is simply to introduce the opportunity to save hundreds and thousands of dollars on your utility bill based on the utility company's errors, miscalculations, and rate errors. So when you go in, you really want to identify yourself as just who you are, an energy consultant for Utility Energy Solutions. Now, that's not to be confused with an energy consultant, one that wants to come in and from the get-go sell you a conservation product like double pane windows or insulation or something like that. We're simply going to take a look at your PG&E statement, Mr. Merchant, and we're going to determine whether or not you are eligible for these kinds of refunds. If you are, then we're going to need your permission to do what we call a full audit. But I get ahead of myself. What we're really wanting to do now is educate you briefly on the process, let you know that you are eligible, let you know that 70% of the time we do find errors on your utility bill. We use very sophisticated software that combs the archives of the utility bylaws and rules and regulations to find each and every error that could benefit you in terms of savings. What we need is cooperation on your part, and that is simply to understand what we're about to do. Provide us with a PG&E or similar utility bill statement, preferably at least one if you're seasonal, two, one from off-season and on-season, and then we're going to get out of your way. And then in about 5 days, our audit team is going to be working on your bill. And then in 5 days, we'll get back to you and let you know what we found and what we need to do to get you every penny that you have coming. So what we need to do today is really get me in front of Miss or Mrs. Receptionist, get me in front of whoever makes the decision regarding your utility bills. That could be off camera. That could be a CFO in a large company. It could be the general manager in a medium-sized company. It could even be an office accountant in a smaller company. The bottom line is you want to talk to that person. You do not want to have that receptionist relay that information or take your business card and maybe pass that on to the decision maker. No, you want to get the information while you're there. If you're not able to speak directly to the decision maker or the person that you're going to get the statement from, then what you need to do is really work the situation. And what I mean by work the situation, you need to gather as much information as you can. Who handles the bill? Typically, what utility are you with? Do you know what your utility bill is running approximately? Sometimes you'll get that basic information even before you get in front of the decision maker. So, again, the three things you want to do is introduce yourself. Make sure you come out of there with the contact person and the best time to contact that decision maker, and then gather as much information as you can. Don't expect the receptionist or a part-time secretary to be as enthusiastic as you are. Okay? If you can get in front of the decision maker, but don't have a bona fide appointment, don't even have 2 minutes to explain what we do, simply explain what we do. Tell them to watch the video that they can get to from the website, and that we set a next step. And that next step is a preset appointment where you'll come in, answer any questions, and obtain that utility bill statement. Those are really the objectives on any first appointment.